Stop spraying that blue mist into the air. You are not killing mosquitoes. You are poisoning your dog, killing the bees that keep your garden alive, and wasting money on chemicals that evaporate in 10 minutes. I'm a third-generation janitor. My grandfather cleaned hospitals. My father cleaned industrial plants. I've seen what harsh chemicals do to surfaces, to lungs, and to pets. And I'm telling you right now, the war on mosquitoes has been marketed wrong. You don't need a fogger. You need strategy. Today, I'm showing you the exact method I use to clear my yard of biting insects without touching a single drop of synthetic pesticide. It's safe for honeybees, it's safe for your cat, and it works better than the stuff you buy at the big box store. Let's get to work. Problem. Here is the reality. Summer is here. You want to sit on your porch. You want to grill. But within 3 minutes, you're slapping your arm. The itch is immediate. The irritation is real. Most people react by running to the store and buying a mosquito killer spray. They pump it into the air, they coat their patio furniture, they feel like they've done something. They haven't. The problem isn't just the mosquitoes. The problem is the collateral damage. When you spray broad-spectrum insecticides, you are carpet bombing your ecosystem. You kill the ladybugs, you kill the spiders that eat other pests, you kill the honeybees that pollinate your tomatoes. And worst of all, you leave a residue on your outdoor furniture that your kids and pets touch. I've seen dogs lick their paws after walking on treated decks. I've seen kids develop rashes from sitting on chairs sprayed with permethrin. As a cleaner, my job is to remove dirt and danger, not add it. If a cleaning method leaves behind the toxic film, it's not clean, it's contaminated. So how do we stop the biting without stopping life? We have to understand why the standard approach fails. The reason. Let's look at the biology. Mosquitoes are not random. They are hunters. They track you using 3 things: carbon dioxide, CO2, body heat, and specific scents like lactic acid and sweat. When you spray a general insecticide into the air, you are trying to hit a moving target with a blindfold on. The mosquito flies through the mist, maybe gets hit, maybe doesn't, but the mist settles, the sun hits it, the wind blows it away. Within hours, the protection is gone, but the toxicity remains in the soil and on your plants. Furthermore, most commercial sprays are contact killers. They only work if the liquid hits the insect directly. They do not repel, they do not prevent breeding, they just kill what they touch right then. This is inefficient. It's lazy cleaning. In janitorial work, we don't just wipe up a spill. We find the source. We fix the leak. We sanitize the area so it doesn't happen again. Treating mosquitoes requires the same mindset. You cannot just kill the adults flying around you. You have to disrupt their life cycle. You have to make your property unappealing to them. You have to create a barrier that repels them naturally, rather than poisoning them chemically. And you have to do it in a way that respects the beneficial insects. Honeybees are essential. If you kill the bees, your garden dies. If your garden dies, your property value drops. It's all connected. So, the reason your current method fails is simple. You are attacking the symptom, not the cause. You are using a sledgehammer when you need a scalpel. The solution. Eliminate the breeding rounds. Step 1 is not buying anything. Step 1 is looking. Mosquitoes need standing water to breed. They don't need a lake, they need a bottle cap full of water, a saucer under a plant pot, a clogged gutter, a tarp bunched up on the deck, an old tire in the corner of the yard. I want you to walk your property right now. Pause this video if you have to. Go outside. Look for standing water. Here is the janitor's secret. Water that moves does not breed mosquitoes. Water that sits breeds them. If you have a bird's bath, change the water every 2 days. Scrub the sides. Mosquito eggs stick to the slimy film on the side of the container. Just dumping the water isn't enough. You have to scrub it. Use a stiff brush, hot water, no chemicals needed. The physical action removes the eggs. Check your gutters. Clogged gutters are mosquito factories. Leaves hold moisture. That moisture sits. Mosquitoes lay eggs, then they hatch, then they fly into your face while you're eating dinner. Clean your gutters. It's not glamorous, it's not fun, but it is effective. I'd rather spend an hour on a ladder once a month than spend every evening scratching bite bits. Check your plant saucers. Those little dishes under your potted plants, they collect rainwater. Dump them. Or better yet, fill them with sand. Sand holds moisture for the plant roots, but doesn't allow standing water for mosquitoes. It's a simple physical barrier. This step eliminates 80% of the problem before you even buy a product. If you skip this, nothing else will work long term. You can spray all day, but if you have a breeding ground next to your door, you will always have mosquitoes. The solution: the safe repellent spray. Now let's talk about active defense. We need a spray that repels mosquitoes but leaves bees alone. Bees are not attracted to the same scents that repel mosquitoes. In fact, bees avoid strong aromatic oils that mosquitoes hate. Here is the recipe. I've tested this. I've used it on my own patio. I've used it for clients who have severe allergies to synthetic chemicals. You need 2 cups of distilled water, 2 cups of witch hazel, or vodka if you can't find witch hazel, 40 drops of lemon eucalyptus oil, 20 drops of lavender oil, 20 drops of peppermint oil, a spray bottle. Why these ingredients? Lemon eucalyptus oil contains PMD, paramethine 3,8-diol. The CDC recognizes oil of lemon eucalyptus as an effective repellent. It works. It's not just folklore. It confuses the mosquitoes' sensory receptors. They can't smell your CO2 as clearly. They lose track of you. Lavender smells great to us. Mosquitoes hate it. Bees? Bees like lavender flowers, but they are not attracted to the concentrated oil sprayed on non-floral surfaces like deck railings or chair legs. And because lavender is calming, it's safe for pets. Peppermint is a strong deterrent. It masks the scent of human sweat. It also acts as a mild antiseptic, which helps keep your outdoor surfaces clean from mold and mildew. Bonus points for the janitor in me. Witch hazel acts as an emulsifier. Oil and water don't mix. Witch hazel helps disperse the oil so it sprays evenly. It also dries quickly without leaving a sticky residue. Sticky residues attract dirt. Dirt attracts pests. We want clean, dry surfaces. Mix it up. Shake it well before every use. Spray it on your skin if you're going out. Spray it on your patio furniture. Spray it around the perimeter of your deck. Do not spray it directly on flowering plants where bees are actively feeding. Spray the structures. Spray the air around you. This mixture lasts about 4 to 6 hours. Reapply as needed. It's cheap, it's safe, and it works. The solution. Sprays are temporary. Landscape is permanent. You can plant your way out of a mosquito problem. Mosquitoes are weak flyers. They cannot handle wind. If your patio is stagnant, still air, mosquitoes will hover there. If you install a simple box fan or a ceiling fan on your porch, you create a wind barrier. A fan blowing at medium speed creates enough turbulence to disrupt the mosquito's flight path. They can't land, they can't bite, they move on. This is the most underrated hack in existence. A $20 fan is more effective than a $50 spray. Also, plant mosquito-repelling herbs around your seating area. Citronella grass, marigolds, rosemary, and thyme. These plants release scents that mask human odor. But here's the key. You have to brush against them to release the oils. Plant them in pots near your chairs. When you sit down, brush your hand against the rosemary. Release the scent. Create a personal cloud of protection. Bees love lavender and thyme flowers, but they are generally not bothered by the foliage scent when it's not flowering. By planting these around the perimeter, you create a buffer zone. Mosquitoes hesitate to cross it. Bees fly over it to get to other flowers. It's a natural filter. Here's the pro tip that separates amateurs from professionals. Check your AC drip lines. Your air conditioner condenses water. That water drips out. If it drips on a flat surface, a rock, or a patch of dirt, it creates a constant source of standing water. It's warm, it's sheltered, it's a perfect mosquito nursery. Extend your drip line. Use a simple vinyl tube to direct the water away from the house onto a sloped area where it drains immediately, or place a bucket under it and empty it daily. But directing it away is better. Set it and forget it. This is a hidden breeding ground that 90% of homeowners ignore. Fix it, and you'll see a drop in mosquito activity near your back door instantly. Look, keeping your home and yard clean isn't just about aesthetics, it's about health, it's about safety. You don't need to poison your environment to enjoy it. You need to be smarter than the pest. Eliminate the standing water. Use the natural spray recipe I gave you. Set up a fan. Check your AC drip lines. These are simple, low-cost actions. They require effort, but they deliver results without the risk. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button. I'm Kitchen Shine Master. I teach you how to clean effectively, safely, and professionally. No fluff, no fake hacks, just real methods from a third-generation janitor. Comment below, what's the biggest pest problem you're dealing with right now? Ants, flies, roaches? Let me know. I might make a video on it next. And if you want to know how to deep clean your gas stove burners so they look brand new, click this video right here. It's satisfying, it's easy, and it works. Stay clean, stay safe. I'll see you in the next one.